Hey guys, and welcome back to another Tackle West video. I've lost my voice, so bear with me in this one, but I'm giving you a look at the all-new Tanacom 1200 electric reel from Daiwa. This reel has only just been released in Australia in the past week, and we're stoked to finally have these back in stock as an entry-level electric reel. This replaces the previous model Tanacom, and it's a completely new designed reel. If you look at one of the Seaborgs, you'll see the shape of the body. Now the shape of the Tanacom is a round, well, it's almost like a complete overhead reel. It's almost like a big game fishing reel. It's quite a large size in comparison to like a Seaborg, so you can see the size difference there. So it is a fairly decent chunk of reel. But what they've done with this new Tanacom is they've actually used the motor from the previous model and they've incorporated it into the spool. So that's why the reel is so large, because the motor fits actually inside the spool. So this reel has a whopping 25 kilos of drag. It's absolutely going to crank those fish in when you need that power on the bottom. Really simplified the menu system as well in this. So I'm going to show you when we spool this reel up just how simple it is. It's a lot simpler than any of the other electric reels that we've already spooled. It's one big improvement that I've found, especially if you're going to be spooling these at home, or if you buy a reel and you need to re-spool it when you're fishing. The process is a lot simpler because it's in English, or it can be in whatever language that you want it to be in. So the reel has 11 ball bearings and it's a ratio of 2.1 to 1. Now, one thing that I really like about this reel, or a couple of things that I really like about this reel, is they now come with a aluminium handle knob. So if you're going to be manually winding this reel up, it's a lot more comfortable than just the stock standard T knob that the previous model had. The free spool lever is just a simple aluminium lever. It's really easy to use. To put the reel into free spool, you simply just engage the lever and you can either click it back up with your finger, or you can automatically click it back into gear when you wind it. The drag is on the side, same star drag as usual, nice and easy to use. This little, I don't know if you can see it there properly, but this little screw on the side, this actually tensions your line guide. So if you want your line or your baits to fall faster to the bottom, then you can loosen this off. But be aware, if you do loosen it off too much and you don't keep your thumb on the spool, you will get an overrun. So that's what that is. And again, the menu system, like I said, the menu system is very easy to use. And then you have your power lever. So this is a variable speed lever. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I'm going to show you how to spool one of these reels up. We've got the machine here. We're going to quickly put some power to this and I'll give you a bit of a run through. Now, whenever I do these videos, people always ask how much is the reel, and I think they're pretty reasonable for the quality of the reel that you're getting, and they come in at $10.99. So that's 1,099 Australian dollars. You can get yourself one of the latest in electric reels that has just been brought out by Daiwa. So I'll just quickly show you. Obviously, you got the box, comes with the power lead. Also comes, I've already put this on the rod, but it also comes with a set of clamps. So you can put those clamps on the rod just to make it extra secure. Okay, so as you can see, the menu is really easy to, well, as soon as you plug the power in, this is what it's going to come up with. And the menu is really easy to see. English, okay. Yes, okay. Do you want it in meters? Do you want it in feet? You want it in meters, because we know how to do things properly in Australia. Now, it's as simple as pressing the menu button. Now, we use a little lever on the side. This is our selector, and we go to line input. Now, the way we know what the length of the line is via the line counter on our machine. So this here is going to tell us how much line we've put on the reel. So we then go to OK. Now, when we get to this screen, this is the tension bar, and we can essentially wind the line on the reel via the lever now. So what you want to be doing is keeping a proper amount of tension between this highlighted line. I like to kind of keep it a little bit on the higher side, so the line's on the reel really tight, and then that way we'll get a lot of line on the reel. So let's spool it up. Right, so we've powered it up, and we're pretty much just going to spool the line on the reel. So it's as simple as using the lever, and this is a variable speed lever, to wind the line on. And you want to make sure, like I said, to have enough tension on on the spool. You don't want to be putting the line on too soft, because if you do put the line on too soft, you're not going to fit as much line on, and when you hook something decent, the line's actually going to dig into itself. So make sure you put it under a good amount of tension, and you can actually see using the bar how much tension you're putting on the spool. Just how powerful this reel is as well. Like it's not jumping around. You can actually feel it, like when you're spooling it and holding this reel. It's got a lot of torque behind it. Some of the other electric reels, and actually the previous model jumped around a little bit when we were spooling, but this thing's just solid. It's just cranking the line in. Anyway guys, that's the all new Daiwa Tanacom 1200 reel. Fully spooled. We got this 800 meters on this one. Depends on what branded braid that you use as to how much you'll get on there, but we got 800 meters. But they're available now. You can check them out at tacowest.com.au, or you can come in store and you can grab one for yourself.